Hey, Rhone varietal wine lovers, welcome to our special holiday episode.
Larry Schaffer is popping open his first ever Pet-Nat wine. Can't wait for you to try it.
Wishing you all a sparkling Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey folks, it is Larry here with Tercero. I just wanted to wish all of you happy holidays. I know we're not even at Thanksgiving, but we're definitely in the overall holiday spirit here. We have this beautiful personalized gingerbread house. Got great decorations throughout the tasting room. Come on in, enjoy a glass of wine, enjoy a tasting, bring a couple bottles home, or just ring me and I'll ship you some immediately. Cheers, everyone.
Are there any projects you're working on, like new things that you're excited about?
Well, my wife is talking me into doing Pet-Nat wines this harvest. As I said, I'm not ever going to say never. I had no desire in doing sparkling wines. She loves them, and I'm kind of embracing it. So the goal is to do a red and a white. Mm-hmm. And I use making wines in a technique I haven't done before as a learning and educational process. So I'll be filming the entire process. I'll be educating my club members and consumers about what it means. So I started doing carbonic wines a couple of years ago. Same purpose. Mm-hmm. So many people said, I love these wines. They had no idea what they were. Mm-hmm. So let's take them down the path.
We are opening the first bottle of our Pet-Nat Cab Franc. We bottled this 2 weeks ago. Did they, Georgia?
Georgia,
we bottled this 2 weeks ago, and it should have kept fermenting in bottle. We don't know. And we're going to open this up and see what we have. It might explode, it might fizz. We don't know. Here it goes. Number one.
And?
Not a lot of bubbles came out.
I thought bottles. That would be very bizarro.
But we definitely have a beautiful, bubbly drink. And you can see inside there are bubbles that are rising.
And then after a couple more weeks, even more bubbles. Right? Right?
And as a winemaker, it's really fun to do something that you're not comfortable with. You can still stay uncomfortable, but that helps you grow and learn. And as I said, it helps me stay curious, which is what I want to do. So that's kind of that is what I'm looking at doing this harvest. The varieties are still being finalized. I think
and you're gonna do it all in-house, and
yeah, I'm gonna have assistance from those who have already done before me. It's like I just started working with Chenin Blanc a couple of years ago from the Jurassic Vineyard. First thing I did is reached out to people that have been working with that fruit, said, what do you guys do? Yeah. And then I reached out to people that were working with Chenin from other areas and asked them the same question. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. It's important to get guidance. I don't need to mimic what they do. But when I'm flying blind, I want to have a little bit of rails put up. And so with Pet-Nat, I'm definitely going to have some people communicate with me in terms of what they've done.
So here we are. Pet-Nat number 2 is Pet-Nat of Chenin Blanc. This comes from the Jurassic Vineyard. I'm standing again in the Jurassic Vineyard. These are own-rooted Chenin Blanc vines that were planted in the late 70s, early 80s. This was put into bottle 2 weeks ago. So we're opening the first bottle at the same length of time that we opened the other Pet-Nat, which was Cab Franc. You can see that there is a small amount of lees on the bottom of the bottle. Not much. You can also see that this thing has a pretty clear color. Pretty darn psyched about this. And George is at it again. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Again, no idea what to expect. Here we go. Hopefully we're gonna at least hear a little fizz. You did. That's a good sign.
Hold on, baby.
Let me go ahead and lift this up. So, let's go ahead and pour. We have the bubbles.
Bottles or bubbles?
We have the bubbles, I said. And I'm going to hand this to my beautiful wife for the first smell and taste.
Well, baby, I'm
I'll
filming.
tell you what. You're filming, so I'm going to. Oh man, this thing smells beautiful. No apple juice. This is a good thing for Jill. She doesn't like apple in any kind of champagne. Very citrus forward. It's bright and lifted.
Daddy's in charge.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Can't wait to share it with y'all. Cheers.
And we're gonna do small amounts.
Yeah.
I mean, the production facility I make my wines at, there's luckily a couple of other people that are curious, and so there's a very good chance we're gonna do like a cooperative effort.
You talk about that a little bit, the Easy Street, the co-op facility that you make the wine at.
I started working at that wine collective in 2019. I had been making wine at Sunstone. I had been helping make the Sunstone wines. They went through an acquisition. It was time to kind of clean things up, and they didn't want any outside wineries making wine there. So I reached out to Etienne Terlinden. Etienne has been in this area for a long time. You've known Etienne. He was the cellar master at Central Coast Wine Services back in the day. Etienne's a wonderful guy, so he started this wine collective where Alexander and Wayne used to make their wines. And so he welcomed me with open arms. He liked the fact that I had a scientific background as well. And we have a blast over there. We love, we'll talk about everything and anything, but there's about 7-8 winemakers that make their wines there. It's a pretty down and dirty place. It's not a showcase.
I know all about that.
Yeah.
Functional rather than...
I mean, I will, but I mean, like, we don't have, I think there might be a sorting table. It's never been used as far as I know. We all kind of share a similar philosophy. There's been people that have done all natural wines there, but for the most part, we all kind of share the same philosophy. And it's become a home for people that need a home for a short period of time, then move on. And it's fun. We just have a lot of fun sharing ideas between ourselves.
Nice. Does Etienne still manage it?
Etienne owns it.
He owns it, okay.
He owns it and manages it and still has his
yeah.
own cordon label.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I kind of lost track of him, but glad to hear about that.
Yeah, he was with Summerland. He was a winemaker for Summerland for a long time. He's gone through a lot of things, but yeah, he's been there for quite some time.
Nice.
And really enjoys. The headache of running your own facility is not fun because your fixed costs are your fixed costs regardless of how many tons are being produced. And in this day and age, it's a challenging time in our industry. Yeah. I think everyone is kind of a little gun shy moving into this vintage in terms of what should we be producing, not knowing what the lay of the land is going to be.
Pétillant Naturel is the long word for Pét-Nat. Pét-Nat is just a kind of a short lingo for pétillant, which is bubbly, and naturel, which is a natural fermentation process in the bottle. So if you're familiar with how champagne is made, you take wine that's already been fermented, put it into a bottle, add a little bit of sugar and yeast to the bottle, and then seal it. And as the champagne goes through its secondary fermentation in the bottle under pressure, the bubbles stay behind. So with Pétillant Naturel or Pét-Nat wines, you do that same process basically, but you don't remove the yeast. You just leave it be. So Pét-Nat wines are usually fermented in the bottle and usually finished with a crown cap, like a cap on a beer bottle. And a lot of times they'll have sediment in them because usually they're not filtered or racked to clarify after the pétillant process. Well, carbonic fermentation or carbonic maceration is a whole different process. So I explained what Pét-Nat is. It's fermentation in the bottle to get bubbles in the wine. Carbonic maceration or carbonic fermentation is putting whole clusters of grapes into a tank and then sealing it.
Hey folks, it's Larry again. So I just kind of wanted to show you, this is the tank that is now filled up. When I say filled, I mean filled to the top. That water's coming down. It's actually sweat from me. You can see the berries are still whole. A lot of berries left around here because I loaded this by hand. There was juice here which I did not put in, and juice in that one that I did not put in. So I tried to minimize the amount of juice I got in there. We're gonna go ahead and hit this with CO2 and close it up.
Allowing the grapes to kind of ferment within themselves. In other words, each grape is like its own little fermentation, and eventually during the carbonic maceration process, the grapes, as they ferment inside themselves, start to break down and the weight of the grapes start to create juice. Anyways, it creates a different fermentation character in red wines because you're not pumping over, you're not punching down, you're not physically macerating the grapes during the fermentation. You're just kind of allowing it to be contained within itself, and it gives the wine a softer, kind of more fruit forward. A lot of people use the term bubblegummy character with carbonic maceration. It's interesting. The most famous examples of carbonic maceration are the wines from Beaujolais, made from the Gamay grape.